That's not, it's not open anyway.
We're recording, so it's awesome.
What do we got?
What's something you generally thought you'd be good at by now and you're not?
Time management. Been taking kids to school for a couple years now, and we're still almost late every day.
I can feel that one. Because when I was on strike, I was helping my wife out, taking our son to school, our oldest, and I am like super weird about time. Like, time is my biggest thing. Like, I'm always trying to like either be early or right on time, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I would probably say mine is communication. Suck at communication. It is one of the biggest things that I need to work on.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It really is.
You'd think if you've been with somebody long enough, you'd be able to like talk. No, it's
hard. I work, and my wife is a communication major, so she is always trying to like help me out. So she knows. She knows everything, she helps me a lot.
That's usually how it goes, though, right? She knows everything,
and I'm always wrong.
Yeah.
I will take that to the bank.
Yeah, that's right. Same here.
Welcome back to the Husband Hangout.
Welcome to my house.
Thank you for having me. I am glad to be here doing a in person instead
live
of
and direct.
Yep. On our second episode. Blah, blah. On our second.
Cut that out.
Yep. This is gonna be great. Getting all tongue twisted. Our second episode, we're able to get together and make this video instead of doing it from afar, being in two different cities. About what? I think it's like 120 miles.
It's like an hour and 40 minutes or so.
Really?
Yeah. Which I think too is as we go on, we'll be able to do more like this. You know, I'll come down there every once in a while. You come up here every once in a while, whatever.
Yeah.
I do some of that. I still have yet to go down to see your house.
Yeah, we've definitely.
Which I know basically right where it is because that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
So like I know right where it is. I got 3 kids. I don't want to load them up in the car. It scares me doing that.
It's a long drive. It is. Yeah. It is a long drive with kids when we come up to see my mom. I get it. When we do, it's an all-day event. It's not just a quick 30-minute hangout and then leave. Oh, yeah. You're going there to make a day out of it.
We go once a year out to Seabrook.
Oh man.
And that's a bit of a drive. And I'm glad when I got my van, I was like, I want a sunroof. I need a sunroof. They didn't have a sunroof, but that with a DVD player. And I was like, I don't really want that. Fast forward going to Seabrook, I'm like, this DVD player is a lifesaver.
Oh, that is awesome. I know I got my wife a Tahoe, which didn't have a DVD player. Oh, yeah. But we got the boys' tablets. Okay. Yes, I tablet them up. I tablet them up. Yep, I tablet them up.
You know what? On a long drive, though, I'm okay. I'm cool with that. I would do the same thing if I didn't have the DVD player in the minivan. I do tablets.
Yeah, it works. It gets the job done for what it needs. Well, let's talk about
let's talk about expectations versus reality.
Staying in shape.
I don't.
Me neither. I have a weight rack that has dust on it, and one of my coworkers is actually going to be buying it from me. Oh, because I've had it for, let's see, I want to say like 6 or 7 years, and I've maybe used it 20 times out of the two different houses.
Yeah, you might be able to see. No, not really. But we got the Peloton and the Echelon over there. Kaylin uses them.
Yeah.
She uses them a lot. She's doing good. She's lost like 14, 15 pounds or whatever.
Nice.
I have not. I've got some dumbbells over there. I got the resistance bands, and I got a pull-up bar somewhere. Yeah, I don't. I try. I'll get on, I'll get a wild hair for like a week or two. I'll start, I'll work out, 4 or 5 days, nights a week. And then something minor will happen, and I'm like, oh, I can't work out today because I got to fix, the brakes on the car. Oh. And then that translates into I can't work out for the rest of the week because I'm now lazy again.
And I used up all my muscles.
I'd work out, I'd lift those weights, but man, these Oreos, they're calling my name. They look a lot better.
Oreos and milk.
Yep, Mel's favorite cookie.
So I actually got a gym membership last year. Over a year ago. I paid, I think, $150 for all 4 of us.
Okay.
Everybody in the family. For 20 years, and I've used it.
How often do you go?
I've used it maybe 10 times since I've got it last year. It's awesome.
We had a membership to the Y that's right down the hill, and we went a lot. And it was when Caitlin she got pregnant, so we didn't go as much.
Yeah.
But it was right as I could really start saying like, okay, I'm getting some biceps here. I got these things right here. I see some veins popping out. I'm doing okay. And then Caitlin's mom passed. And so we kind of, that just put kind of a hammer, hampered that down. But then we started going again. And then we got pregnant. She got pregnant. I just look like it. So we kind of slowed down. It was up and down for a while. And we would go and we'd bring Boyd when he was a baby because they had
the daycare.
Yeah, the little daycare. And so we'd go and, we'd do, she liked to do the classes. Mm-hmm. And I don't like to do the classes. Because the classes that she would do,
like the Zumba classes.
No, she would do like the high interval training.
Oh, okay.
Which I was okay with that one. That was okay. But they would do like the muscle toning and stuff like that, and they'd be like, "Okay, we're gonna do squats." I'm like, "Okay, let's do squats." And she'd be like, "Do not go all the way." What? I don't do. So I was like, "Hey, lady, I'm going ass to grass, lady." And she was like, and she would look like there's probably about 15 people in there, and she looks right at me and she goes, "Do not go all the way down." And I'm going all the way down every single rep. And she keeps like, okay, reminding everybody, do not go all the way down. I'm like, well, then what's the point of doing a squat? And so I was like, I don't like the class. I just like doing my own thing. So I would do probably about 20 minutes of weights and then 10 to 15 minutes of just, they have it up at the
upper level. The upper, yep.
Yeah. So I would do about 20 minutes of weights and then I'd do, 10, 15 minutes of, I would walk the curves and then run the straights.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like high school.
Yeah, that's where most of my knowledge comes from is high school gym class. So.
Yeah.
And we did that for a while, but then we still had more kids and kind of, which I know isn't an excuse, but it is. And then I'm trying now. I'm actively watching how much like sugar I eat and how much protein I'm eating and all that stuff. So I promise I'm trying to stay in shape. I really am.
I'm definitely not. I'm trying, but it's not working out because I just love eating lots of food.
God damn.
And that's my biggest thing. Being down at work, I could 10-minute drive to Jersey Mike's or Red Robin or Subway or Chipotle. I mean, Panda Express. They're all right around my work. Or taco trucks, which
Panda gets me every time.
It is hard.
Yeah.
I try to stay in shape, but it's one of those things. It's hard. I know I need to do better. Running around with my kids is like the most exercise I got. I actually had to walk today at work, which, okay, I do walk at work, but I had to walk probably about 2 miles from where I had to park, where normally I only walk maybe a quarter of a mile into work. Yeah. So it was pretty interesting today. Walking around, got lots of steps in, my feet hurt. I don't know why. I do walk around a lot, but it was a different type of walking because it was like mindless walking I can do while I'm at my job because I'm looking at things and inspecting. But like walking into work where it's such a long walk, I'm just like, oh, I gotta go all the way to the other side, and it's just like mind-boggling.
And then what if there's stairs?
There were no stairs, thankfully. No stairs. I lucked out on that.
I gotta start going with Caitlin. They do their mom group walk around the neighborhood. It ends up being like 4 miles.
Yeah.
They walk every Sunday.
That's crazy.
I should go too. She brought Penelope with her. Bro, when she got home, she was gassed out.
That's
crazy. Done. She tried to go to bed at like 4:30.
Oh, man.
I was like, nah, dude, we're watching Super Bowl, dog.
Nope, you gotta stay awake.
Super Bowl's on, dog.
And Super Bowl, Seahawks won.
Yep.
That's our team.
Oh, I'm glad they won. It was not an exciting game.
It was not. I think they had 2 or 3 flags the entire game.
Yeah, like a couple flags. Most of the points were scored from field goals.
Yep, field goals.
There wasn't like a ton of like, you want those big, plays long, like, 80-yard pass or something.
And there were a couple, but they didn't catch them.
Yeah.
They just didn't catch them.
Yeah, all the big ones.
That would have been, yep. But they did have a couple of good sacks. I will say that.
Was it like 5 sacks, 6 sacks?
Yep, they did. The Seahawks did good on that.
Yeah. Boyd is getting into sports now. He's at that age where we watched the Mariners almost make it to the World Series and he just a tear I was like, oh buddy.
Tear.
I was like, oh buddy, you're a Seattle sports fans. Get ready for it. You're gonna have a lot of bad years.
Oh boy, yeah. It is hard being a Seattle sports fan here.
Yeah.
In any sport.
Yeah, that's why I don't even bother with Seattle hockey. I started watching, which granted the team that I like isn't much better.
Yeah.
But I started with Minnesota. That's my team is Minnesota.
See, and I'll go even before Seattle got the Kraken. I'll go before that because my grandpa was a Thunderbirds fan, and I still am a Thunderbirds fan today because that is our hockey team, even though it's not NHL.
Their games are better though. I think their games are better, especially their rivalry games with Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Great games.
Yep, they are. They do really well. Do we want to talk about marriage?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Expectations, reality on marriage. I got them. I got some.
You got some expectations versus
No,
reality.
actually, I really. Now that I think about it, when we were doing this, I was like, oh, there's a lot. But I'm like, really? I'm kind of getting what I expected.
Yeah.
Because I mean, me and Kim we were dating what 11 years before we got married. We lived together for I don't know a few years. I think probably 3 or 4 years before we got married. We've been together since we were 16, 36. I'll be 36 this year.
Same here.
She's 36 now. So we kind of, by the time we got married, we kind of basically already been
together.
Basically married.
Yeah.
But it's so funny though, because there will be some things that we do that were like, that I didn't think would happen. Like, and it's like little things. Like, I don't ever close the door anymore when I go pee.
I am right there with you.
I just walk in and I'm like, and before, when you're dating,
you got all the politeness. You got,
yeah,
you shut the door, you do certain things. Turn the water on. Yep, you put the toilet seat down.
Heaven forbid she finds out that I actually poop. Like, oh no, you can't. No, I don't do that. I've never pooped in my life.
Yeah.
Now we're doing it. Now I'm just like, oh, I gotta go. So I mean, it's like little stuff like that, but like the big stuff, none of it really changed that much.
Yeah.
Not until we had kids. That's where the big changes really happened.
Yeah.
Which I don't do this. I should do this, but I don't. I should go to bed before midnight.
I mean, well, I gotta have time for yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. But by the time it's they go to bed around 8, I usually will lay in bed with them about a half hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm downstairs. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get stuff done. This is my time. I'm gonna get stuff done. I sit on the couch and I don't move for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this couch is nice.
Doom scrolling?
Usually.
Yeah.
And I have a bad habit of doom scrolling. I really need to stop doing that. I try to be productive. I do like to read. I've been getting more into reading again. So I do. I've got my stack of books I've started.
Nice.
I don't ever finish them.
Yeah.
I start them and then I'm like, I'm gonna start a different one.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, expectations versus reality from our marriage. I thought it was gonna be all sunshine, rainbows, and gumdrops, and all the different things. Yes, I did. Rudely awakened. I thought that I would always put my dirty underwear and laundry in the hamper. I swear, I put it in there. But my wife broke the news to me. The reality of it was he was actually picking up all my dirty laundry. And I swear I was putting it in the hamper all the time.
Yeah.
And then just different things like that. I just thought I was doing things and I wasn't.
And I'm guilty of the same thing. For me, it's like pants. It's like, oh, I'll wear these tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow comes and I don't wear them. So they sit on the floor, and then Caitlin used to do that. And then finally she's like, the hamper's right there.
Just put them in
the hamper. Yep. She's like, you're not gonna wear them again. You say you are. You're not gonna wear them again. Just put them. I was like, all right. So I've started making an effort to.
Yeah,
all my dirty clothes go in them.
I'm still working on it because I wear my long sleeves.
Yeah.
And I rotate through them.
Yeah.
I wear them at least twice a week because they're my overshirt. I wear a new undershirt every day. Yeah. But I'll put them in the windowsill or I'll hang them up. My wife prefers me to hang them up, or she'll just why? You're not just do what you need to do. Just put it away.
And it's really not that hard to do.
No, it's just I'm pure lazy. I will admit it. I am lazy.
Yeah.
I know it will help my wife's mental state a lot better if I just pick up after myself.
Yeah.
And I have my one cup next to the sink.
Oh yeah.
My one cup. I do.
Yeah. Is it a fun cup or is it just like a regular cup?
It's a metal Danner cup that I got from
my
coworkers that I use. I think I've gotten my wife to have her own cup sitting there now, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm always just taking all the other cups when I do the dishes and I just put them in the dishes. Yeah,
Caitlin's got this glass cup with like a wooden lid. It's a real classy cup, and I have when we moved into our first apartment, my mom was giving me things because I wasn't sure if we were going to move in together or if I was going to move.
Yeah.
Because I had to get out of my mom's house. I was like, I'm a man now. I'm 30 years old. No, I'm kidding. No, I was like, I'm a man. I want to move to my own place. So me and Kim looked at some apartment, and someone was giving me things because Caitlin had been kind of collecting some stuff over the years, like silverware, pots, pans, stuff like that. But I hadn't been. So I was like, oh, here's some dishes, stuff like that. And one of them was this really tall, clear plastic, glittery Halloween cup. I have had that cup just as long as me and Caitlin have been together.
That's funny.
And I still, that is like chocolate milk, eggnog, water. I used to, beer, whiskey, everything. That was my cup. I put it away when we moved to this house in the back of one of the cupboards. And I just found it not too long ago. It's like, what's a Halloween cup? Is it mine?
No.
What? Get your own. This is mine. This is older than you are. This is older than me and my relationship. Get out of here. This is my cup. It'll be a hard day when that one breaks.
Yeah, I bet. Having stuff like that. My mom just gave me a mug, and it's a Boeing mug, but my grandpa had it.
Oh,
I don't know how long ago we got it, but it's old. I think it's older than me, but it's something that we keep. I mean, I have coffee out of it every once in a blue moon, but
my mom got me a Prancing Pony mug.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Everybody that doesn't know, huge Lord of the Rings guy. That's my thing. So yeah, I was pretty stoked on that.
Nice. Yeah. I've actually been wanting to watch Lord of the Rings lately for some weird reason. I don't know.
I suggest the extended editions.
Always.
They're way longer, but you get a lot more. You get a lot more bang for your buck.
You get the cut scenes, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was watching it because I was watching just the theatrical release.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Dude, you gotta watch the extended." I was like, "Is it really that much better?" And I'm watching. I'm like, "Oh wow!"
When I watched the extended cut when I was younger, when they came out, when they first released them, I was like, "And I missed this."
Yeah. I'm like, why would anybody go back? Like, yeah, they're a lot longer, especially the Two Towers. It's like an hour and 40 minutes longer or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, but I'm like, it's worth it. It's really worth it. So.
It really is.
Oh. All right. What are we probably wrong about?
I don't know. Being a real man.
A lot of things.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. So this came about just a Facebook post about Andrew Tate, and I'm not an Andrew Tate fan.
And I'm not.
Doesn't sound like you are.
No. But it was a contrast between Andrew Tate and Luke from the Outdoor Boys.
Yes. Oh, love the Outdoor Boys.
And talking about true masculinity. And I think we both thought the same thing after you posted it.
Yeah.
That being a real man, being a part of your kids' lives and teaching them what it's like to be a father figure or a man, and not that it's all about glory. And I really don't know.
Yeah, so I don't, and I know it's like a whole big, like the red pill, whatever.
Red pill, blue pill.
Yeah, and it's a lot of the guys are like, you have to sleep with as many women as possible. You have to, but also, be as disrespectful to them as possible. I say, look, man, I got a son who's going to be raised in a world with girls. Mm-hmm. I have two girls who are going to deserve to be treated with respect just by the fact that they are people.
Yeah.
And, and I just see so many of the guys like Andrew Tate and I don't even know who all the other guys are because I don't really pay attention to that stuff anymore. But I just, the resounding message that I'm taking away from it is women are second-class citizens. And in order to be a man, it's, get money, sleep with as many people as possible, possessions are more important, kind of stuff like that. And it's all very, very outwardly, very showy, very of the world. And raising Boyd, I'm like, if you brought home a friend like that, I would tell him to get out.
Yeah.
If the girls were dating a guy like that and they were saying some of the stuff that these guys say,
it'd be a big no.
I'd like, I'm swinging.
Yeah.
I'm swinging. Like if you treat my daughters the way that you talk about,
it's hard.
Give me one of these, buddy.
Yeah, it's hard. And I mean, my two boys, I'm trying to raise them the best I can to treat people with respect, regardless if they're a man or a woman, One of the things that my wife, bless her heart, my son, when he was younger, was like, asked my wife, his mom, what was wrong with that person? And she said, well, don't look at them that they have a disability. Why don't you go tell them one thing that you like about them instead of bringing up the disability?
Yeah.
Flip the script instead of being, this person looks weird or looks funny. Why don't you go tell them, I think he went up and was like, you have nice hair, or you have a nice smile, or you have nice eyes, and completely flip the script instead of being, I can't go over there, or I can't, do this because of the way they look.
That person's different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's completely messed up.
Yeah. And I'm trying to, one thing I'm trying to instill in Boyd is that sense of, not trying to go back to the Lord of the Rings thing, but I feel like that is a very good representation of healthy masculinity. Duty, respect, friendship, adventure, that kind of stuff I really think that's what really makes somebody a man or masculine is do you care about your loved ones? Yes. Do you treat everybody with respect? Yes. Are you able to protect yourself and the people you love? Yes. Are you being active and adventurous and brave and all that stuff. Yes, okay, well, to me, that's what I think is masculine, especially when Boyd is very sensitive. He is very timid about a lot of things, but he's also very loving, very caring. And he the same way that you were saying is yeah, he'll sit there and say to somebody, one of the little boys in his class has glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh yeah, Oliver has really cool glasses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I have glasses. I'm a pretty cool guy, right?
Yeah.
So it's just treat people with respect. Don't be a jerk. Don't be show offy. Don't And
I definitely agree.
And in the grand scheme of things, is money important?
At the end of the day,
sort of, yeah.
I mean,
is it the only thing? No.
No, it's not. It's not really.
Material items. Fun to have stuff. Fun to have your toys. But at the end of the day,
family,
your family's
people,
more important. People, the way you treat people is more important. The way you live a good life, it's more important.
Yeah. Building relationships and friendships that last.
Yeah. Trying to maintain. Maintain. Even though you're 2 hours apart, you got to try, right?
We still make time. Still make the effort. Yeah. I mean, even if it's just sending someone reels all the time, regardless.
You and my wife are the two, and it's funny. You live how far away you live?
About 2 hours.
About 2 hours. My wife is on the other side of the couch, and you both somehow send me the same amount of reels. We could just take the phone, and just, hey, look at this. Nah,
it's unhealthy.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
Yeah, but if they weren't so darn relatable.
Hey, quick answers. What's something you're overthinking? I would have to say my wife's flowers. I can't stop thinking about her flowers because she's been working nonstop. I still have to dig up more flowers. I think there's like 50 or 60 more that I have to dig up when I go home, which is perfectly fine. She's got 2 of those 4x8 racks filled with tubers. I think the last count she had was 3,466 tubers that we've divided and stored. It is a lot of flowers. And I'm always trying to think of different ways to help her business, or what I can do to help her in different aspects of I gotta finish the high tunnel, I gotta dig these flowers, I gotta clean, I gotta help her clean. I want to do more, but I don't have enough knowledge that she has. As because one tuber multiplies into a big clump and you have to cut them and divide them, and I'm I know where to cut, but I don't know it's like a jigsaw puzzle, right? Where you're cutting, but you can't cut over here too far because then you'll cut that one out, and it's crazy. I'm always overthinking it. Yeah, the thing about wives working is I think a lot about Kaylin's safety at work. She does work a very physical job, a very demanding job, and out of the blue she'll come tell me, oh yeah, somebody cracked their skull open on some job site, or we're at the shop today and someone cut part. One guy, she came home and this guy had cut the tip of his thumb off, or sanded with a bench table sander. Yeah, he just sanded this whole part of his thumb off. Oh man. And I'm like, okay, but what am I supposed to do with that information besides worry? Right. That you're gonna do something. And I'm like, when we were working at Target, it was way easier. Target was so much easier. We were both working at Target, and it was so much easier. But then her freaking dad, is like, hey, you want to come help weld with me on the pipeline? And she's like, sure, why not? Now she says, I don't know, this big star. And I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm glad you're being safe. But anytime she tells me somebody got hurt, in my mind, it is going to happen to her. It's just a matter of time. Man, yeah. And I cannot raise these 3 kids by myself. So you gotta wear your protection, wear your PPE, wear somebody else's too. Double up on that stuff. Yeah. Because I'm not coming to your funeral with 3 kids. Yeah. Okay. But what's something you've let go of? Motorcycle. I'm not getting a motorcycle. At 35, almost 36 years old, I can finally say, I'm done trying to get a motorcycle. So from last episode to this one, you've decided. I figured I've got money. I could go buy an old bike right now if I wanted to. I'm like, you know what? On to different things. Yeah. I'm over the motorcycle. Oh man. Now I want a Colt Python. Oh god. I don't know. Something that I've let go of. I've just been. I really don't know. I hold on to a lot of things. It's hard. It is really hard for me to let go of things. Yeah. Probably my pride is what I need to let go of. But just really need to work on humbling myself. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Especially behind the wheel. Sometimes, I am bad. Sometimes your ego just takes over. Hey, I was good today driving. I was calm.
And that's a long drive. You have a lot of
I
opportunities
had a
to.
lot of opportunities today driving, and I stayed calm the entire time. I didn't cut anybody off or road rage or get
Yeah.
behind anybody too crazy. So,
Hey, progress. That's
hmm
what it is. Progress. Yeah, yeah. That's a big one for me too. Is just I try not to, and I know it's not like most of the time when people do something stupid, it's not intentional. People are just in their own little world, and I get that. But yeah, like I was driving, I was coming home, dropped off at school the other day, and I was in the right lane, and this lady was in the left lane, and I wanted to go faster than she was going. So I wasn't like driving crazy. I was just gradually, going, and then I was like, oh, this when I get a shot, I'll get over. She kept speeding up. Every time I tried to go, she would speed up. And so I was like, okay, you know what? If you don't want me in front of you, I'll just be behind you. And so I got over, and I wasn't that close. Caitlin thinks I drive too close to people, but
Yeah.
I don't think I was that close. I wasn't tailgating her or anything like that. But she slams on her brakes.
Oh man.
And I'm like, I'm not. And I love when people do that because I had plenty of time to slow down.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't that close.
Yeah, you're far enough away.
Yeah, so I had plenty of time to slow down. And I'm like, and so I looked at her, I just kind of gave her one of the, like, the,
Yeah.
what? So she starts recording me and stuff. So I'm like,
Oh man.
I'm not even really doing anything. So of course, I can't let it go. So I have to, do something stupid. So I'm like looking at her, I'm waving at her, and, that type of stuff. And that makes her more mad. And at that point, I think it's funny.
Yep.
And so and I'm like, I shouldn't. So finally, I just got back in the right lane, and then she acted like she was going to turn. And then she got behind me. And then she was tailgating me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are you doing this now? And so, and I usually don't really care if someone's going to tailgate me or not. Usually, because I'm like, hey, you know what? Either you're going to stop eventually, or we're going to get an accident. And I'm like, okay, well, I have insurance.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I didn't really care that she was tailgating me that much. And then she started doing the thing where she would go up and kind of let off, and kind of let off. And I'm like, and then she starts like honking at me and flipping me off and stuff. I was like, and at this point, I'm like, I don't really care anymore.
Yep.
And so I'm just like, I've let it go. I don't care. Why don't you do the same thing? But she gets up next to me. She's at the next light. She's yelling, flipping me off, just throwing stuff at the van. And I just kind of look at her and just go,
that's funny.
She did not think it was funny.
That's funny.
She did not like it one bit.
So my neighbor tailgates everybody coming out of our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I happen to be the lucky person that she was behind.
Yeah.
I did the speed limit. Normally we speed going down our road. I know, not supposed to speed, but today I did the speed limit.
Yeah.
On that day I did the speed limit. And when she got up, when the lane finally split after about 4 miles of her being behind me and me doing the speed limit, she flipped me off, and all I did was I gave her the thumbs up.
Yeah.
I said, "Here you go for it."
If you're in such a hurry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Which is really what I need to learn more to do, but it's hard to have a big ego in a minivan.
Yeah, but you're humbled.
Yeah, true. That is true.
I mean,
it is a really cool minivan.
It is nice. I've seen it. I haven't ridden in it, but it's nice.
It's pretty smooth.
I'm waiting for him to break out the 24s on it. I'm just saying.
One day I sold my Acura, and that's kind of my dilemma: is do I want to because I have most of a sound system to put in it. Just I lost a couple pieces. I'm like, do I want to really like do some stuff to this, or do I want to get another car? Because the kids, the whole reason I got the Acura was to work on it with the kids.
A little too young.
They're a little too young, and the Acura, it was one of those projects where, you fix one thing and 2 more things break.
Yeah. And
so I finally got rid of it, and the guy who has it now, I told him, I said, hey, because my neighbor is the one who kind of facilitated the deal. Yeah. And so I said, let him know that it's not just a get in and drive car. And he didn't tell him that. And so when he came and he took it for a test drive, he was like, oh, it's really laggy, kind of jerky. I said, yeah, it's not a daily. Did Scott not tell you? I told him to tell you. No, he didn't tell me anything.
Well, here's everything that's wrong.
And I was like, here's everything that's wrong with it if you want it. He didn't even try to talk me down, nothing. Wow. He was like, yeah, I'll take it. It's fine. I'm a Honda mechanic. So, whatever. I said, hey, as long as you know, here's the title. It's yours. Have fun.
Tell us. Sorry about that. Tell us what you still haven't figured out.
You, the listener, what haven't you figured out? It's a laundry list for me.
Yep, I haven't figured everything out. I'm still working on it.
The things I don't know could fill a warehouse.
Well, how do you know if you don't know? It's probably there waiting for us to find.
One day we'll get there.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching the Husband Hangout.
Yeah, good having you.